Stay frosty and head over to ezmutt.com for the cheapest mutt coins on the market. And when I say cheapest, I mean it. We're talking 100K for around 13 bucks. Use code DIRECTOR for 5% off. Yo, what up, brothers? It's the Director. Chargers fans, don't ask me why. This is one of my favorite videos to do every single year. We're going to be going over the Chargers uniform schedule for the 2021 season. Of course, kicking off on Sunday. Oh my God, Chargers football is here. I could literally throw up from excitement. So today's video is going to be pretty cut and dry. What stitches are the Chargers going to be wearing on game day this season? Of course, the Chargers, who tout some of the cleanest uniforms in the NFL. Sure, a lot of people are excited to see what they decide to do as far as the schedule. Of course, what are some of your guys' favorite uniforms of the Chargers? Put them in the comment section below. Me personally, my favorite alternate uniform is definitely this navy blue. We're touting the Joey Bosa today. Hope to see at least a couple of games of that. I'm kind of live reacting with you guys as well. As a matter of fact, there's a little graphic on here. I'm going to look at the schedule real quick so I can show you guys kind of a fun slideshow of what the uniforms are going to be. Let me see. Okay. All right. I'm going to put together something real quick for you guys and show you guys what the uniform schedule is like. It's definitely a little bit crazy. It's definitely different than what I thought it was going to be. Before we do get started, guys, as a reminder, we got a giveaway going on right now. To celebrate kickoff, we're giving away, it's the giveaway of GOATs. The giveaway of GOATs. First off, we've got this signed Antonio Gates jersey for one of my lucky subscribers. All you got to do to enter for this one is hit up the link in the description. Follow the instructions. They're super simple. And make sure you are subscribed. Only subscribers can win. Good luck, guys. And then, of course, we're taking care of our awesome crew members as well, guys. We're giving away the signed LaDainian Tomlinson to one of my crew members as a gesture of thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. All you got to do to enter for this one is be a member of my crew. That's it. We'll be drawing winners here in September. It's gonna be a good time. Let's get into this one, guys. Before we do, hit us up with a like and sub if you do enjoy this content. Small amount of time you guys take to hit the like, sub, and bell notification helps me out a lot. Let's get into this one. Lights, camera, action. The Chargers uniform schedule reveal. It is time, guys. Okay, so I put together this fun little show for you dudes. We're going to go through all of the uniforms. I'll give a couple of thoughts on the game as well as we get into it. So first off, week 1 at Washington, the Chargers will be touting, of course, our white uniform. Still pretty saucy, pretty snazzy. I don't think they released the combo yet, so it might be white on white. It might be white on yellow like we're seeing here. We don't know yet, but for sure, the Chargers will be wearing their white uniforms, which honestly, I think look pretty cool. You know, they look kind of comic book to me, a little Spider-Man-esque, right? The best superhero of all time. Let me know your guys in the comment section below. So no surprise here, the Chargers Washington football team will be wearing white. That will be a very tricky game, I think, featuring Rashawn Slater, the rematch between him and Chase Young. So excited, guys. I'm gonna think maybe it's a low-scoring game too. Just give me your guys' thoughts too on the games as we're going through the entire uniform list here. Next up, the Chargers week 2 first home opener game versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Chargers will be wearing our white uniforms too. This is the one that kind of shocked me a little bit. I don't know. In Madden, okay, the Dallas Cowboys away uniforms are this darker one, right? Maybe it's the same way in real life too. I think it is, right? And so like the Chargers will be wearing their white uniforms in the home opener. Honestly, I'm not too upset about it. I do love the white uniforms a lot. I hope it's the white on white. That'd be pretty sick. But at the same time, I know there's probably a lot of Chargers fans out there really hoping they would debut in their powder blues or maybe something other than white, considering it's our first home game in SoFi Stadium ever with the fans, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Gonna be an interesting game. I think this one could be a shootout, dudes. I think this one has the makings of a shootout. Dak Prescott's back. He's got all the weapons in the world. The Chargers, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Austin, all those guys too. I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game there in week 2. Next up in week 3, the Chargers at Kansas City will be wearing, hold your breath, white. The first 3 games of the Chargers seasons are all white uniforms. It's kind of crazy to me, but again, we know what to expect versus the Kansas City Chiefs. again, it could have potential of a shootout, but this one's at Arrowhead. It's definitely going to be one of our toughest games on our entire schedule. Very early in week 3 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Yikes, dude. But still, clean uniforms. Excited to get into the next week where the Chargers will be playing another AFC West opponent, a rival opponent in the Las Vegas Raiders. You can see them wearing white here, so the Chargers got to be wearing something else, right? We're going to be wearing our powder blues. The Chargers at home versus the Raiders will be debuting the powder blue uniforms in week 4. That's what, the 4th of October. Wow. Definitely have to wait a little bit before we get to see the powder blues, but still the cleanest uniforms in the NFL. My favorite uniform of all time, the powder blue uniform, especially this new updated version. Excited to see that. Again, division opponent. We know what to expect versus the Raiders. I think it's definitely going to be an interesting one there. I think the Chargers have the potential to sweep the Raiders this year. Knock on wood, whatever you want. Gruden out there, right? Let's get into the next one here, guys. The Chargers versus Cleveland Browns. Again, very tough first half of the schedule, am I right? The Chargers will be wearing our powder blue uniforms. At least we got the power of the powder blue behind us in week 5. That's definitely going to be a very difficult matchup. Got to watch out. This is, I think there's a couple of true tests to the new offensive line early, right? Week 1 with the Washington football team, and then week 5 with the Cleveland Browns. There's going to be a lot of really good pass rushers coming after Justin Herbert, so hopefully those things hold up, and Justin Herbert can do his thing, but still very interesting right there. Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens featuring Lamar Jackson. This one I'm a little worried about. The Chargers do struggle against those running quarterbacks a little bit. We will be wearing white for this game. The Chargers wearing white versus the Baltimore Ravens. Again, I think as long as the Chargers can keep Lamar Jackson in check, maybe, throw Murray out there, K9 Kenneth Murray, as maybe like your featured spy of that game, maybe we do have a shot at taking them. They have a very, very, very tough opponent there once again in week 6. And week 7, there's a bye. They're going to be wearing whatever they want. In week 8, the Chargers versus the New England Patriots will be wearing the jersey. I had to put Joey Bosa in this one right now because I'm wearing Joey Bosa right now. My favorite uniform, alternate uniform for the Chargers. I think literally it goes powder blue, then these, then whites, and then whatever else, the Royals and stuff like that. So this definitely my favorite one against the Patriots. I'm glad we're going to go out there looking mean, I love the contrast of the Bolts and the navy blue. I like the decision right there. If we're going to get a game with the Navies, glad it's with the New England Patriots. Going to be an interesting one there. Mac Jones. I think the Chargers are going to give him a welcome to the NFL via Joey Bosa, Jerry Tillery, Uchenna Nwosu. Should be a good one right there. Next up, the Chargers week 9 at Philadelphia. At Philadelphia, again, another scrambling quarterback in Jalen Hurts. Another big test right there. We will be wearing white. Of course, we're going to be playing away. White uniforms for the Chargers at Philadelphia Eagles, right? A lot of these are kind of like, we know we're going to be wearing white on the road. Okay, director, we get it. Talk a little bit about that game again. Jalen Hurts, I think the Chargers got a really good shot at winning this one. I think that's all I'm going to say. I think that's all that needs to be said. Next up, another home game. Home to the would-be, should-be, could-be Offensive Rookie of the Year, Justin Jefferson. The Chargers at home versus the Minnesota Vikings. We will be wearing powder blue for that game. Should be good. Should be fun. Should be a good one. Again, the Vikings' biggest thing to worry about, Dalvin Cook. The defense is okay as well, but I think Dalvin Cook's going to really test this Chargers defensive line. Next up, the Chargers at home versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, featuring Minkah Fitzpatrick on defense. Of course, TJ Watt and those guys as well, right? This Steelers defense, definitely something we got to pay attention to. The Chargers will be wearing our powder blue once again. Again, I feel confident in that powder blue, right? Look good, feel good, play good, right? We're going to need that versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, very good defense. Their offense could be crazy too. Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster, but the defense is what's got me most worried about that game in week 11. Now, week 12 at Denver, the Chargers, of course, versus Teddy Bridgewater, will be playing up against or with the white uniforms, right? And again, the Broncos, sneakily one of those division rivals that maybe I'm a little worried about because of their defense. Holy cow, Nick Chubb, Von Miller. They got a pretty beefed up defensive back unit now. After drafting Patrick Surtain, they got Kyler Fuller. Like, there's a lot of talent out there. So again, I'm probably most nervous about the defense in that game. Week 13 at Cincinnati. Again, the would-be, could-be, should-be Offensive Rookie of the Year. Not this time, Mr. Burrow. The Chargers will be playing with white once again. Again, Justin Herbert out there. Should be a good one. Again, the Bengals are a funny one, right? I don't think they're exceptional in any any level in any unit, but at the same time, they got Joe Burrow, who is good. Okay, we make fun of these guys that, we're in the running with Justin Herbert, but they're good players. They're in the running for a reason. Outside of that, I don't know what their defense looks like. Probably not great. Their offense could be better with Jamar Chase, but their offensive line is just atrocious. So we're going to go ahead and throw that one up as one I think the Chargers can definitely handle. Week 14 at home versus the New York Giants. Now, I want to say, let's not underestimate any opponent in the NFL, right? The Giants have a lot of weapons on offense. They got Saquon. They got Evan Ingram. They got a lot of guys. Now, Kenny Golladay, too, right? So they're pretty loaded. At the same time, that team, I think, is not being coached very well. The Chargers in this game will be wearing the alternate royal blue jerseys. Interesting stuff right there. I like the royal blue jerseys a lot. They're definitely fun, but at the same time, I don't know if they hold a candle to the navy blue, but still interesting one right there. The Chargers should have. Again, this has shootout potential, I would think. If the New York Giants can score with those, impressive units on offense, Saquon and Golladay, I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, Week 15. This time the Chargers playing the Kansas City Chiefs at home. Of course, you have to think we're going to be wearing the the powder blue, right? The powder blue. See Trey McKitty right there. Cool stuff. Again, we already talked about the Kansas City Chiefs. Definitely, again, we're going to start the year off with a tough opponent, end the year with a tough opponent here, Week 15. Again, the power of the powder blues definitely need to come in handy right there. Week 16, the Houston Texans. Remember that thing I said about don't underestimate any opponent? I don't know if we can have to apply that to the Houston Texans. If they don't have Deshaun Watson, which right now it's trending that they will not, this team could very well be contending for the very first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. But still, don't underestimate any opponents. The Chargers in this game will be wearing white. We'll be wearing our white uniforms in this game. Still, should be a fun one. If you happen to be in the Texans area and you like to see a good smackdown, maybe go check out the Chargers versus the Houston Texans there in Week 16. Week 17, the Chargers at home versus the Denver Broncos. We'll be wearing powder blue. I put white on there on purpose just to confuse everybody. What? It's white? No, it's powder blue. It's white in powder blue. Yeah, there you go. The Chargers powder blue. Again, already said enough about the Broncos. Definitely worry about their defense a little bit. And then the last game of the season, of course, an extra game this season. The Chargers, or the NFL, adding an extra game to the itinerary. The Chargers at Vegas Raiders. Again, which we got to worry about Darren Waller. Their offense looks okay. Again, the Raiders would kind of know what we're dealing with, right? We will be wearing white, closing the year out with white. So in the comments section below, let me know what you guys think about the uniform schedule. Quick thoughts from me. Definitely more white uniforms. I think the extra away uniform game versus the Dallas Cowboys maybe tilts things in a direction that I don't love. I would have loved to see an extra, of course, navy blue day. But let me know what you guys think. Ultimately, it's the Chargers. It's the uniforms. I'm excited. I don't know what it is about the Chargers uniforms that get me excited as far as like making content, but this is one of my favorite things to do every single year because now it's kind of become a reality, right? One of the last things that they reveal before kickoff, the Chargers this Sunday, man, versus the Washington football team. Get ready. We're going to fire up the stream. We got a brand new look as far as the live streams go. It's going to be an awesome time. Do not miss it. We'll be here live reacting with everybody during that game. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Director. We'll see you next time. And as always, bolt up and stay frosty.